Spirit 105.3, hi.
Hey, Erica. Ethan Forhats from Convoy of Hope.
Ethan, it's such a joy to hear your voice. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing well. We're actually in a literal convoy of hope headed down to Florida right now, preparing for the hurricane moving through.
I mean, you and your team amaze me. From Maui to Florida, you all never stop doing the good work. Fill us in, please.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're headed down to Hurricane Idalia. It is moving on shore somewhere in the middle of Florida, so we are headed in that direction. One of the great things about Convoy of Hope, and we've learned this over the years through experience, is that you have to be fluid on where you're going to land. So we're constant contact with our partners wherever it is we're going. In this case, it's Florida, to find out where we're needed most, where the worst of the damage is, because we found out last year from Hurricane Ian that at the last minute, a hurricane can change course and throw everything off as far as the preparations. So we want to go to the place that need us most, and that's why we're in constant communication on the way down, especially when a hurricane hits.
Ethan, what do you have with you that you're going to hand out to people who are in need immediately?
We have essential relief supplies. So we have the important things that people need after every disaster, no matter what it is. That is food and water. And then we get more tailored to each disaster as the days go on. So tomorrow we'll be sending more supply from our warehouse, and we'll have a better idea of what people are needing. If there's a lot of wind damage, we have more tarps. We have tarps with us now, but we'll have more tarps on the way. If there's a lot of flooding damage, that requires different types of things for us as people begin to clean up their house from flash flooding. So we send a lot of cleaning supplies. So we'll get a better handle on exactly what's needed in the coming days. But right now we have the essentials that are needed after every disaster.
And one of the most important essentials that, isn't even tangible is hope. How do you bring that, Ethan?
We hear so often that people are thankful whenever people from different parts of the country show up to help.
Yes.
And we hear that response a lot. I'm part of our media team, so I talk with a lot of people who come through our lines, and we'll always say, what was it about today that got to you? And they'll say time and time again, it wasn't the supplies that you loaded my trunk with, the water and the food. While I appreciate that and I need that, what it was really was the arm around the shoulder, the prayer, if they'd like prayer, just to let them know that we're with them, they can get through this. It's the human touch that we all need and we all long for. And especially in a time of disaster like that, when a lot of people are at their lowest of lows, sometimes that's who we see. They need to know that people care. And that's the big message from Convoy of Hope, is that we care and Jesus cares.
You all are going to be spreading that message in Florida. You've been spreading it in Maui, and you continue to. What is your team seeing there on the ground right now, Ethan?
Yeah, much of the island is destroyed. I mean, people have lost loved ones, they've lost their house, and not just their house, the entire town is gone in some cases. So it's hard to imagine the mindset, but it can turn hopeless real fast.
Yeah.
So Convoy of Hope is spreading that hope, letting people know that we care. The mainland is behind them. But what we're seeing on the ground is the strength of the community in Maui. The people are resilient. The church is very strong there and is becoming stronger as people turn to the church. Convoy always wants to empower the local church. So we work with them, and we let them be the touch points for people in the area to come and receive the supplies, not from Convoy of Hope, but from the local church who's giving them out. And that breaks down walls for the future, because we know at some point, whether it's 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years down the road, the people are going to be left there, but they're going to be left with the church, and a stronger church than before. And now the walls have been broken down for people who maybe have said in the past, I'll never go to that church. I'd never go to a church at all. Well, now you've already been to a church to receive the help, and the people were super nice, so you're more inclined to go back.
Oh, my goodness. My heart is so full hearing that right now. Ethan, you are on your way to a hurricane, essentially. Your team has been in Maui, seeing things that most of us will never see, and quite frankly, would be afraid to see. What is it like to be a part of a relief effort?
Well, we have some of the greatest people in the world on our disaster services team. They've been through it all, whether it's international or in the U.S., so they've seen a lot of really horrible things. And in this line of work, what you see from time to time. You see people on their worst days. So we always talk to each other on the way down. We give each other strength. We read Bible verses and just strengthen people with the Word so that when they're down there, they can pour into other people. Because like I was talking about, people need hope. They need to know that we care, that God cares about their plight and is with them. He's on their side. He is good and he does good. So he's willing to help them in their situation. So we just have to be in that mindset that's just pouring out that help and that hope to people who desperately need it.
Ethan from Convoy of Hope, God bless you. Really, may the Lord just bless you and all of your teams. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, Erica. Great to be with you.